What up, tubers, and welcome back to another draft here on the Streets of Arena. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all your Magic card needs. We got some more Powered Cube, and we've got a nice pick one, pack one. The best of the mocks, or at least my favorite of the mocks. Sure, the Mox Pearl might have a higher win rate according to 17 lands, but remember, you have to take everything not in moderation, but based on the facts, right? The overall strategies, like Pearls. Well, all decks are going to play all their Moxes, of course, but Pearls might be better in, say, a deck that is playing white initially anyways, because maybe you're playing Kithian and another 1-drop on turn 1 or something like that, whereas, you know, with Mox Sapphire, maybe you don't have that type of explosive draw necessarily for blue. And maybe just people that are drafting the Pearl tend to go into white aggro. Maybe white aggro is more available, so on and so forth. I don't know. In any case, you can draft things other than Boros, or even that, though red-white cards have the highest win rates of most things, as we are getting a delicious Pyrogoyf here, second pick. I've really enjoyed this one. The fact that it goes to any target has been quite powerful, and it's not hard for this to enter as a 4/5 or even greater, you know. Other good cards. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. There's a Mesa here. I do like a Fiery Confluence. I'm a big fan of the Pyrogoyf more in control decks, actually, than in more aggressive strategies. What do we want to do here? Trinket Mage can grab the Sapphire. Kind of want to grab the Talisman almost. Excuse me. Chandra, Rabble. Haven't done a good Pinnacle Emissary deck. That one could be cool. You know what? I'm going to take the Talisman here and see what happens. See if maybe I can go into an artifact deck for once in my life. Mother of Runes, very good. Some Volcanic Island here, fantastic for me. It's a pretty good looking start, I would say. I hate this game. I guess I'm taking a Johnny now, because 5th pick is a huge sign. Now, the thing is, it's so weird. Even though this is one of the highest win rate cards in the format, you're still seeing it get passed so often. And maybe that's a result of, you know, people wanting to draft non-aggro things. Like, I would prefer not to, but every time I see something like a Johnny this late, I'm always like, well, I should take it, and then I don't, and then I end up with a worse deck that, yeah. I mean, I want to take, like, the Chain Lightning here, but 5th pick of Johnny is 5th pick of Johnny, and then, yeah, Solitude. Okay, I mean, maybe I can try to build, like, a normal Boros deck for this format, but a Johnny and Solitude are both nuts, so. Esper Sentinel, also very good. See, again, maybe this is why Mox Pearl is, according to the stats, the best of the Moxen. Lion Sash actually pretty relevant. A lot of good graveyard effects in the format, so just a random critter that can hose your opponent's nonsense does surprising amounts of work. I would guess I'm not going to end up running this Talisman of Dominance. Pyrogoyf certainly still a play. Abrade maybe here. I'm going to take the Abrade instead of the Lion Sash. Kithian Wield. Oh, I mean, there it is. There's the Goblin Bombardment for the Ajani. Like, turn 1, Ajani. Turn 2, a Bombardment sack. I mean, look at this. Look at this deck. And if I am fortunate enough to get Time Walk or Ancestral, we already have some good fixing towards those. But actually, you know what? I don't think I've done the Boros deck for YouTube yet, have I? Let me pop up my YouTube page here real quick. You might hear, excuse me, you might hear my channel intro for a second. Yeah, I don't think I've done Boros for YouTube yet. I've done my normal stuff as we get a nice Rabble Master on the wheel. I mean, I would say red maybe is slightly more open than white, but the 5th pick of Johnny, 6th pick Solitude. Actually, was it a Johnny Solitude into Sentinel is more of a signal, I would say. Sanguine Evangelist, totally reasonable. That's right. The aggro deck I did for YouTube so far was the red-green aggro deck, and I thought it was good, but man, did I get rolled. Frustrating ways. Anyways, yeah, feeling good. Chain Lightning Wield anyways, okay. This is the card I said I wanted to take. Pretty often in this format, when I'm Boros, though I'm not Boros that frequently, you will end up killing your own cat token to flip a Johnny. And just, you know, get away with one there. Okay, what do we have for pack 2? Not the best opens for Boros. I think Yera and Oski is okay, but I wouldn't first pick it here. I'm looking at this Ancient Tomb and wondering how good it is. It's very high upside, and I would say something like Mind Collapse generally wheels, but Mind Collapse is another really, really nice one too. The fact that you can just kill something on your turn for no mana investment is very good. In a deck like this, you get to utilize that pretty well, and it's not like you need a bunch of lands, usually for Boros, although I do have some of the more expensive spells already. So Tomb has the highest upside, but I wouldn't say it's fantastic yet. Oh, this is a really, really solid pack. Comet is really fun. Comet's really fun. I was able to go off with it once and roll a 6 twice in one activation effectively. But it's all just value for the most part. Now, there are going to be some awkward times where you play it and you hit a 3 and you don't have anything to return, but I'm losing on a swords to plowshares here, and I'm just debating if I want to take the swords and try to wheel the comet. But I think that's a little bit too greedy, especially when I took the Ancient Tomb. Yep, and there is, according to the stats, the best game in hand win rate card. Now, I don't think this is the best card in the cube, not even close. It's just, it's very good at what it does. We're passing Psychic Frog, which is also one of the best cards in the cube, regardless of overall stats. Stoneforge Mystic is decent. We've already passed the Cauldron in this pack at the beginning, so I wouldn't be surprised if we wield it, but I don't care for that generally. Witch Enchanter is pretty free, and it's really good. We have an Ademi here, which I do need some more early game plays. I actually have only 2 creatures that come down before turn 3. But I think Ademi usually wheels, and the Witch Enchanter is off just a free spell land anyways. Fury, also probably a little bit too good. I have both the Fury and the Solitude. We're going to wheel something out of that pack. Giver of Runes, nice. Ah, man, Sacred Foundry, actually. Could be very, very important. Oh. Oh, I already lost out on Mother of Runes, didn't I? She was in pack 1. I'm going to take the Giver of Runes. I need the good early game plays. Corey Steel Cutter. How many times am I gonna be double spelling in this deck? Because March of Otherworldly Light's very solid. Kumano faces Kakazan's pretty solid as well. Because I'm not going to have really many cantrips. I'll take the cutter, but I need some more cheap spells. Wow, another very good pack. Okay, I want to be so greedy here because I think Reprieve in these decks is also disgusting, but I need to take at least a couple red-white lands. Because right now I have 2 colorless lands, right? So, and especially if I'm going to run fewer than the normal amount of lands, like with Sapphire and Witch Enchanter, I'm going to be running like 14 land cards. Yeah. Now there's the Cauldron complete. Again, even with Stoneforge Mystic, I don't really care for that. Nor do I care for either of these, honestly. I think if anything, I would play the... Well, no, I need a 2-drop. I might run that. Okay, nice Robber of the Rich here instead of Lauren. We're definitely heavier red than white. But we are going to need about equal portions of white mana. Swift Spear, I don't think we really care for that particular 1-drop. I'm not big on Tursa, but it's going to be more playable than the Swift Spear if I want to run either. I'm also not a really big fan of Detective's Phoenix, usually. I guess it's good with, like, the MH3 elementals here with Solitude and Fury. You could get some easy cards in the graveyard. All right, a Demi did wheel. Good. Innocence wheel, that's good. I mean, I was really hoping the Sacred Foundry would wheel, but can't always get what you want. I mean, we have a deck, and this is already just the end of pack 2 only. So let's take the red-white land here. I don't think the Zenith or the Virtue is good enough anyways. And maybe wheel the Savai. I don't really want to tap land in this deck. So Verge is first and foremost, but if the Savai wheels, I will take it. So this is white base and then red if I have a Mountain or Plains available later on. So Ocelot Pride we could still get potentially. Nice little Smuggler's Copter, also very good with Ancient Tomb. Could we wheel Spellbinder? I guess it's possible. What's my creature count at? Plenty. Surprisingly, I'm not a fan of either of the red creatures in this pack. I don't normally consider Hellrider all that impressive. I do like Goldspan Dragon a lot, but similar to the Pyrogoyf, I actually like Goldspan Dragon more in non-aggro decks. Yeah, if any, I guess I would run Hellrider. But we'll see about it. Mox Opal. Don't have enough artifacts for that one. We have Marsh Flats, but I didn't get the Sacred Foundry, so that's a dead card. I guess we're just going to take the Luminarch. Excuse me. I mean, Luminarch's very good. I don't think we would see one at this point, but a Chrome Mox would be nuts. Okay, there's another very good pack. Flage, Thalia, and MacD. I've been very impressed by MacD. Usually Thalia's really solid, but I'm actually debating if that's worth it here. Flage is also so tempting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 2-drops. I'm going to take the MacD. I don't know if that looks weird or not. The Flage might even wheel. Absence, decent interaction. Monstrous Rage can push in some spicy damages. I think I would actually end up cutting the Corey Steel in this deck. I just don't think it's going to be that good. It's kind of a scary flash. I think I need the interaction. Let's take the Absent. Oh, Mox Diamond is a surprise. Wow, Staff of the Storyteller, Elegant Parlor. There's a Tolarian Academy 7th pick. That's brutal. Safe pick is just the Parlor, but man, this pack is so good. No, I'm going to go for the busted openers with Diamond. 8th pick Gut and Inti, sure. Just getting fed, I guess. Dumb. The only thing I didn't get is like the Bombardiers. Ay, what am I cutting? I mean, the fewer lands I run, the worse Mox Diamond is, so I actually kind of wish I had taken the Elegant Parlor. That was probably a mistake overall. Yeah. I'm going to cut the Diamond. Dang it, I should have taken the red-white land. That was a punt. For sure a punt. Commando, I guess, replaces the Abrade. Thalia wield. Rage wield. I mean, I guess I'm gonna just go super low then. Is it crazy to cast Innocence and Evangelist? Maybe. Let's see. I think I want to cut one more card here. It's probably the Kumano Faces Kakazan. Did we end up heavier white than red? Oh, a little bit. All right, I mean, this deck's very good. So, this is actually relevant, right? The Volcanic Island, now it's not very high odds, is a mountain in this deck that can also cast the MacD. That is not irrelevant. Six, 7, 8, 9 white, 5, 6, 7, 8 red. That looks about right. Yeah, I would say this is a very good Boros deck. It's missing like Ocelot Pride and Bombardiers. Maybe it's missing like swords, which we did see, but if we don't, I would say on average this should do very, very well. Let's put it that way. Now we could get out vintage cubed or whatever, out power cubed. Like if somebody has one of the busted strategies, we could for sure get killed beforehand. This is a very strange hand because my deck is half red cards. It's a good mono white hand. Would be sicko if I was on the or if I had the Sapphire here instead of like the Witch Enchanter. Turn 1 Thalia, turn 2 Spellbinder, just game over. Well, dang it. Wish we had that last turn, but gonna absolutely lead on Thalia here. Ooh, that's scary. Or is it? Let's take a peek at what they're working with, and then I might Solitude the Iconoclast. They can't cast the Fable next turn. If I take the Ponder, they can still cast the Ponder. I think we do it. Losing the Cathar Commando might be slightly awkward since they're running Tolarian Academy, but if they just draw like a land this turn, we get to kind of bury them. Oh, I guess they wouldn't have been able to Ponder. I lied. Ponder would have cost 4 because of Thalia and the Spellbinder tax. I think we're just going to keep making the flyer big here. I don't think I'm going to attack with the Aspirant. 1 damage is relevant, of course, but I don't want them to have a flash. Okay. There are a lot of 2 toughness blue creatures to flash in. Alright. Well, this is why Ancestral Recall has a lower win rate than some of the white cards. No. That's not actually the case. Of course, Ancestral Recall is better than every single card that I played, but... all in context. What good is 10 cards in your hand if you're just dead? You know? Alright, this hand is amazing. Again, if this was on the play, it would be nuts, but... ooh. Don't do me like that. Alright. So turn 1 Thalia, although it's very awkward with the double red trick in my hand, but always lead on Thalia there. Sure. Oh my, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do this. Now, could they have a bolt to kill my Ajani? Of course. But still gonna make this play. I was debating upticking there. Alright, good beats. Good beats, good beats. Flage is probably going to be the mirror breaker in this. Oh my gosh. Well, that's disgusting. They have got a nice Boros deck versus a Boros deck for sure. Yeah, I'm getting dumpstered here. Getting dumpstered. Just been like 2 for 1, 2 for 1, 2 for 1. So if I had upticked my Ajani initially, what would have happened? Oh, I mean, maybe nothing. Might not have mattered. So what outs do I have? Because they have Flage close. I guess I could Comet high roll and stuff. Wow, how did they not cycle that land? Here's the plan. I'm going to draw Comet. I'm going to roll a 6, and then 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 a 6, and then, yeah. That's good. Oh, they get the Flage. Alright, my out is still the same, though. Draw Comet and roll probably like 10 6s throughout the course of it. Or steal their Comet. Lelia. Alright, good beats. That's what I'm saying. No, they had the Mox Pearl. Yeah, they had a gross looking Boros deck. That was like a big Boros deck though. Which was perfect to prey upon my fast Boros deck. The only thing that can beat Boros. Boros. The only thing that can beat me is the same as me. I don't love this hand. I don't think it's a mulligan, but this is the type of hand where I'm not very confident. I don't have cheap interaction. This is just a creature curve in powered cube, so... Yeah. That's pretty good. Okay, I'm not gonna just kill the Pilgrim, but yeah. Oh god, if they play one more cheap creature here that Fury can kill one time. Not quite. Alright, well, that's a good enough Fury to kill both of those, though. I guess I lose the Pyrogoyf in this hand. I guess I probably should have... No, because I can Death Greeter the Ademi next turn. And if they don't, like, I can maybe get underneath the number of cards they have in their hand. Oh wow, they had another mana dork for me. Oh, I could dash the champion now if I wanted to. That's probably even slightly better. Not even slightly, just is. This is a 10 damage hit here. Now I think I'm just going to hard cast. We still have to chump the robber. And then I can flash out the Ademi. They didn't do anything last turn with 5 mana, so... Alright. Fury, pretty good versus green. I just feel like green doesn't have a great identity in this cube. Like, green is normally the color where you're supposed to be ramping, but not only can other colors ramp just as well as you, if not better, a lot of the payoffs are not great, and you're more susceptible to just any amount of interaction. I was really hoping to have drawn our Sapphire there. No, last turn, not this turn. So I think I'm going to flash in a Demi this turn. Play around counter magic, but also to protect any of my creatures that I'm going to cast next turn. I assume this is going to get countered. It did not. Oh. Well, then they are in rough shape. That's not good enough. Do we just kind of win next turn? Kind of do. Watch this. Now, the question is, do I want to... I think it's better to not a Johnny and hold up the Ademi, right? This is a disgusting attack, and I get to hold up in... Like, if they double block a Demi, aren't we okay with that? Actually, maybe... Oh, shoot. I messed up here. I should have held... I should have given a Demi flying. This was a punt. Well, maybe not. I guess there's not that much wrath effect. I still should have given it flying, but... In blue-black, their kill effects are going to be, like, toxic, which a Demi doesn't get around anyways. Should I have just gone for it? I don't know. I tap out. It's pretty awkward, right? Okay. Do they have ninjutsu? I don't think there's anything that gets me here, but they're tapped out now, so... Well, actually, no. Let's think what's in my deck that can hit me. Oh, they could... No, Fiery Confluence doesn't work. Fury doesn't work. Yeah, we just do it, though. Sorry, a Johnny. Sorry, a Johnny gut combo. Because even if they're at 10 life, they're very dead on board. Okay. Excuse me. Oh, look at me, I'm Boros. I'm the bad guy. Just put me on the play and let me curve out. Not on the play, but it is solid. Alright, -2 life. Look how much... It's so wild, the play versus draw difference in best of 1 cube. And I know there's a best of 3 option available, but I partially like the variety of gameplay, of matches. Rumbler in the Jungler. Alright, we got Leo, Oddity, Overlord, and a land. Rumble's really nice to see there because it makes my Goyf delicious. In fact, how big is the Goyf already? There's going to be 5, 6 Goyf already. Hot damn. Oh, if that can fetch a blue source, they get to Leo me, and then the looter's a little bit off. Shock to do it, though. Okay. Remember, this is a May. So I just opt not to draw a card here. Although... No, let's go like this. I don't think I want to lose the Solitude. Not yet, anyways. Oh, it doesn't even give me the option to mess up. Well, fair enough. Strange interaction there, I guess. Eternal Witness. I guess they're going to hit Thoughtseize now. Sure. Now do I want to Solitude the Leo? I don't think so. They're in such a terrible spot here. The Goyf is disgusting. The Confluence is disgusting. I'm just going to let this resolve. What would be the worst case scenario, though, is if next turn they cast like a Time Twister or something, because I didn't go for the Solitude. But they're also just very close to dead. Okay, so I have the Solitude Align still available. Oh, that's right. It's you or a permanent you control. Still like going face there. They get to draw a card either way, and missing 5 to the face is a ton. Dirty Boros Gaming. They did a lot of self-inflicted damage, though. Excuse me. Oh, dude, I think, you know, not even I think. The family's getting sick again, and my gosh dang rib muscle hasn't fully healed from the last sickness, so it's just life with toddlers that go to daycare, let me tell you. Can I keep this? A white source by turn 2 and we win the game. I have 6, 7, 8, 9 hits in 2 draws. I'm a coward. This is a very good hand. That kind of sucks to pitch the Solitude there, but it makes sense. I don't have another white card in my hand, nor do I have a white source. Okay, the Shaman could be a little bit of a hoser for the Pyrogoyf, but it can only potentially eat 1 card a turn, and oftentimes they're not going to use the black or green ability. Oh, am I dead? Right, they're going to have 3 5/5s on turn 2. Alright, so this is just a nut draw. Sure, you got me. You got me. Turn two flash, World Spine Worm. I mean, this is what I'm talking about, right? Sometimes sometimes you're just gonna die. Opening hand flash World Spine Worm is pretty good. I mean, you can't even be mad in this type of game, right? It's just like, okay. Can I deal 17 damage to them next turn? Seems unlikely. I'm a dirty Boros player. I deserve to get turn 2 flashed. The best possible, right? Turn 2 flash World Spine Worm. Triplicate Titans is very good too, as you get 3 3/3s, all with varying abilities. Torsten's also insane. 7 1/1s, and you get to draw like 5 cards. But good old flash turn 2 World Spine Worm. That's magic, baby. Okay, I am on the play with a fantastic hand. Gotta lead with the Giver. Though I would love to have led with Esper Sentinel. Damn. So I guess they have a counter, huh? Yep. Cards like Mox Diamond and stuff are ways to cheat you out. Alright, that's not too bad. We can actually kill the Narset if they activate the ability, or even if they don't. Hopefully their entire game plan was having, like, Time Twister in their hand after the fact there. Well, this is already a 6/7. They did have Time Twister! Oh, well, now our Pyrogoyf's dead. Ooh, this is interesting. Thalia next turn might be better than Comet, depending... Tap land? Okay, I'll just go for Comet. Ah, man, the Thalia Ademi line is so good too. Because especially since I can protect the Thalia. Now, notably, if I do go with Thalia, then the Comet is harder to catch. Oh. Now I think I just do this. That's too good. They did have the freaking time twister with Narset. You could tell. They were debating, do I activate or do I keep it on 5 to make it less likely to lose or die or whatever. Alright. 5 and 2. A good showing regardless of win or lose, but would love to just trophy. Put me on the play again, boss. We finally have the Ajani bombardment, but we also have... Oh man, I feel we were on the play again. So sick. How many times have I been on the play versus been on the draw with this deck? Oh, I've been on the draw the majority. Holy crap. Oh, that was an insane draw. I've been on the draw 6 of 8 times. Ooh. This is a near unbeatable curve, though, honest. Oh, well, I shouldn't say that, but if they don't do some cheaty plays, it is nigh unbeatable. If they're just doing fair stuff, yeah, this is... You're dead, kid. Actual best possibles. Oh my god, I feel so bad. This is absurd. Oko? That does nothing.
Who's more foolish? The fool or the fool who rules them? Gaze into my face and put on your true shape.
It's so dumb. Nope. I don't think that's... okay. I mean, I guess they have to make the play, but... they're just dead here, right? Anyway, I slice it. Yeah, I mean... alright, final boss time. I would be kind of sad if the first trophy I get for you, tubers, is with Boros, but that was the nut draw. So I've been on the draw 6 of 8 times. Let's not make it... Sorry, yeah, let's not make it 7 of 9. Let's win the die roll here. Let's have a like turn 1 plain Sapphire Ajani. On the play. Can't mulligan it on the play, but it's not great. It's good, but it's not great. Rabblemaster with Bombardment's also pretty good. Flavorful too, since it's a literal goblin bombardment. Ooh. Now I am going to Thalia instead of Rob. I like dem apples. Hopefully the mana tax is good enough. Oh, green-white. Okay. Just play another tap land. That's not a tap land. Oust? Oh, they can prismatic. Oh, that's disgusting. Thalia doesn't stop prismatic ending because they can go X. Yeah. X is 0, but they still pay 1 with a colored source. That's funny. That's spicy. This is pretty funny. Tuck their cat, and then I can rob it. Though I do think I could have also Mac D'd there. But since we only have 1 red source, I want to play another red source, or red spell this turn, so that I can double spell next turn. Because if I play Mac D, I can't rob her plus bombard next turn, you know? Okay, that is not good enough. They are just dead to the bombardment. Easy. As good as Minsk and Boo is. So they have to block the rabble. Shoot it at their face. And bingo, bango, my bongos. Herp a derpa. Clap. Shake my hand. I hate it. I hate that this strategy is so good. I hate that it's oftentimes the right thing to do because this is Premier Draft Best of 1. And the crazy thing is, you still get these cards. Like, Johnny was 5th pick, right? Gut, I don't even know when it was. Champion, I don't know when. Like, you can yell at me in the comments for winning and complaining, but you know how it is. I'd rather go 4-3 with a fun deck. It is nice to win every once in a while, but why? Why's it gotta be this? All right, friends. Thanks for watching. We'll see you back next time. Bye-bye.